I know it's here somewhere. Finally. Oh, it's time for the doctor. You're listening to Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. Take it away, Doctor.
It's that time again, and the doctor is in. It's time once again for Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. And we're doing this show late on a Sunday evening with very odd lighting and using my phone. Why not? Anyway, it's a weird show because it's been a very strange weekend this weekend. Okay? So, what are you going to do? So, I figured a small, strange show is better than no show at all. How's that? We got some interesting things that are happening. The U.S. is now back in space. How do you like them apples? Well, it has nothing to do with apples, actually. It has to do with the Orion spacecraft. Had its official inaugural, if that's not even close to being pronounced correctly, but close enough that you can kind of catch it a little bit. Anyway, the very first, let's put it that way, space flight of the Orion capsule and rocket. And it is a very powerful rocket. As you can see over here. Yes, pretty cool, huh? And it also splashed down just like back in the 70s, 60s and 70s. A splashdown as shown here. Yes. So, how cool is that? Anyway, we're back in space with Orion. When I say we, I'm talking about the United States of America, NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Now, I know you probably are saying, I didn't hear anything about that. That's because the news media doesn't care. They blacked it out. They didn't care. But I do. And you know that I only talk about what I care about. So there you go. So that's why we're talking about it. Also, we have an item about Windows 10. There's a pre-release beta of Cortana on the Windows 10 desktop. Now, how cool is that? And the guy doing the video, he tried, he did the best he could, but it was still a little lacking. Well, it's an alpha kind of version. I mean, what do you expect? But anyway, it looked interesting. Talking to my computer is now going to take on a whole different thing. I talk to it sometimes, but it's it's not like it's going to answer back. You know what I'm saying? Now it will. Odd. Anyway, also, I've got a video. My hair is going wonky on me. Look at that. It's just boing, boing. Anyway, never mind. There's also a movie, a little film, short film by Micheal Shanks called Time Trap. Now, I got all excited. I watched the movie and I thought, dude, this is really good. This is amazing. I had no idea that Micheal Shanks was into, making videos himself and doing the videography and doing the special effects and everything himself. Turns out it's not that Micheal Shanks. I mean, come on. I was getting all Stargatery about it, and I was all excited, but no, it's not that Micheal Shanks. But I'm sure this Micheal Shanks, who did this really cool little short film about time traveling, kind of, is probably really annoyed that people are saying, oh, he's not the real Micheal Shanks. Yes, he is the real Micheal Shanks, just not the Stargate Micheal Shanks. So, that's bound to be irritating if you're a guy that just happens to be named Micheal Shanks. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, also, Geek Software of the Week. I know we didn't have a drum roll, but Fred is not here because I'm doing it on my phone. He refuses to work on phones. Can't exactly blame him. So anyway, we got a Geek Software of the Week. Geek Software of the Week is ADrive. ADrive, yes. Not a drive like you would put in your computer and it's just a drive. No, ADrive is the name of it. And it is it's a cloud service is what it is. And it gives you 50 gig free. Now, that's pretty amazing in and of itself, but if you want to pay them $25 a year, you get a full 100 gig free. Dude, it's pretty cool. So anyway, and it allows you, this is the part I like, it allows you to use SFTP, secure FTP, to transfer files to it, so you don't have to do the old, drag and drop to a application. Although it has an application, it has ADrive desktop that allows you to, do the drag and drop business and all those kinds of things. And it connects itself as a drive in your computer, so it looks like a regular drive. Pretty cool stuff. So that's our Geek Star for the week. Check that out. And then also, we were talking about Orion and space earlier. I've got another thing for you, and that is that we're just about to have our Jupiter probe. Not Jupiter, I'm sorry. Pluto. I knew it was one of those planets out there. Ha, ha, ha. Yes. No, Pluto, which I still say is a planet. A lot of people say, no, it's not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. I don't care. I do not discriminate on the basis of age, size, gender, race, anything. I don't discriminate whatsoever. So it's a planet, I tell you. It's big and it's round. So it's a planet. I have very low thresholds of what is and is not a planet. Okay. So, and it has a moon called Charon. Yes. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you know that Charon was not a fun place to be. They killed each other. Anyway, so Charon is the moon, and they're going to look at the moon, and they're going to look at Pluto, which is cool. But it's finally out there. It's kind of at the door-knocking point. So sometime next year, they will actually do their actual thing. Cool. So Pluto. So we're exploring Pluto. We're putting up new spacecraft. We're doing all kinds of things, and nobody's telling you about it on the news because they're a bunch of ignoramuses. I tell you. Anyway, okay, so this has been a short, a very abbreviated show. I know it's only been a few minutes, 6-7 minutes, I don't know, something along those lines. But it's better than no show at all. And it's been a weekend like you wouldn't believe. Lots of craziness, wild craziness, including our church Christmas party, which took up a lot of time, but it was a lot of fun. And I got to have, like some apple slices, real ones, and nuts, and crackers and cheese, and a lot of other cool things that I appreciated. Dude. So join me next time. Until then, the doctor is out of here.
Dr. Bill, the Computer Curmudgeon, is a production of DrBillBailey.net with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining.